This channel supports Extra Life in its efforts to raise money for the Children's Miracle Network. For more information about how to donate and join in their efforts, go to the link displayed here. Extra Life. Play games, heal kids. What up, everybody? This is your boy Black Magus, and episode 4 of season 5, Game of Thrones. God damn. Craziness going on. So much craziness. So, where to begin? Because this is like so much has gone on. So, remember I told you guys that Cersei was going to pretty much enact her plan to get back at the queen. Yeah, Cersei did the damn thing. So she talked up the guy, the head of the High Sparrow, appointed him the High Septon, and convinced him, you need to bring back this group. I forget what do they call them? Doesn't matter. Basically, what they were the martial arm of the Seven Gods. Basically, they're what's the best thing to compare it with? Because would that be the gosh, I couldn't even think of the knights that protected the chalice, Jesus Christ's chalice. Knights of the Templar, maybe the closest thing. Knights of the Templar is too far of a stretch. Basically, they are the soldiers, the soldiers of God, basically. And they go out and they punish those who do things that are considered sinful or an abomination to God. So they went through the city, wrecking shop, tearing up brothels, all types of stuff, killing gay dudes, what have you. And they decided to arrest Sir Loras, the Knight of Flowers, who happens to be the Queen's brother, because everybody knows he's gay. So that set off Marjorie to be quite pissed, to send Tomlin to try to sort things out. Of course, Tomlin, being the kid that he is, he couldn't really do anything, because this martial arm of the gods, they don't take nothing from nobody. And they would not let him even see the High Septon. They were ready to throw down and kill the king's knights just so they could abide by the law. Tommen backed down, and of course Marjorie's pissed, but of course Cersei is out of the loop of things, because like she told Tommen, hey, I didn't arrest them. That's what they do. You gotta handle that. That's a situation between you and them. You know what I mean? So she's got things, at least in her mind, pretty much bottled up. She got rid of her father by sending him to Bravos to deal with the Iron Bank. So Cersei's feeling herself at the moment, but she's got to get some comeuppance. Cersei has to get some fucking comeuppance. She deserves some goddamn comeuppance. God damn it. Anyway, we find out more about what Jaime's up to. He's going over to Dorne to try to steal his daughter / niece back from the Martells with Bronn. So, Bronn's just like, why are we doing this? And Bronn kind of figures, you let Tyrion go. And he was like, no, Varys did. And he was like, well, you see Tyrion, let him, basically tell him, I wish him well. And he was like, no, he killed my father. I'm going to split him in half, and then I'll give him your well wishes. I don't know how serious Jaime was about killing Tyrion. I know he's upset. And part of it is because he feels at fault, and that's why he's going to try to steal the princess back, to kind of pay a debt of honor back to Cersei, and to kind of pay a debt of honor back to his father, because he probably didn't expect Tyrion to do what he did. But at the same time, I don't know how torn up he is about it. I just feel like he feels at fault more than anything for making a mess of things. Jamie is quite precarious because at first Jamie seemed to be the I just don't give a fuck type, but Jamie, as things have gone along, has started to give more of a fuck than he cares to realize. And I'm not sure how much this is just like, I do this so I can feel better about my mistake, or if he's really down for the family. I honestly believe it's totally just, I just want to make, reparations for my mistake, because I don't think he really cares that much for the Lannister name anymore, especially after all he's been through and all that their family has done. I just think that he just feels like he needs to atone that only. But they get over there and they get caught and had to fight. Bronn is a fucking beast. That dude is just like a great fighter. Jamie held his own a little bit against that guard. It's funny because he finally realized he could use the hand to guard and catch that sword and kill that dude. But as Bronn warned him about the captain who sailed him over, the captain sold them the fuck out. So you finally get to see the Sand Snakes, Oberon's daughters, who pretty much all have different moms. It's wild because if you haven't read the books in Dorne, it doesn't matter if you are a bastard child, you are still considered a part of that family. They claim you. They don't disclaim their bastard children and like keep them away from the family, keep them out of royal matters. They are still royal blood as far as they're concerned. So you see Oberon's girl go and it's like, your uncle Doran, he's not going to do like we said and go to war. He's just going to cry over his brother, but he ain't going to do shit. So we're going to have to do something, and their plan is they're going to take the princess. Then the Sand Snakes are like, well, we just found this captain. So the captain who took Jamie basically did exactly what Bronn said. He's gonna go sell you out for information. He went there, the Sand Snakes got him and found out what he's doing. So now you have two forces going for the princess, trying to take the princess to use her as, a piece in this whole craziness. Jamie trying to use her as a piece for forgiveness for his family, and the Sand Snakes are trying to use her to force a war against the Lannisters to get revenge for Oberyn. So that's gonna be fucking insane to see how that's gonna suss out. And I love how they did a swerve on what originally happened in the book. So good swerve there. Then of course you have Sansa, Littlefinger. Littlefinger got that letter from Cersei, so he's going to King's Landing to pretend like he's all about them. Meanwhile, he's going to leave Sansa there to get married to Ramsay. That is, unless Stannis attacks. He pretty much has figured it out. Stannis is going to come and try to take the north, so he sets it up in Sansa's head that either way it's a win-win situation for her. Either Stannis comes, rescue her, makes her wardeness, and she gets control and gets to a certain amount of revenge for her family by Stannis taking out the Boltons, or she gets with Ramsay, who he feels like is totally enamored with her, and then they'll just manipulate the hell out of the Boltons, and she'll get her revenge, and she'll get her rightful place as the ruler of Winterfell in the north back there. So he's hyping that dumbass up in the head. Poor Sansa. Just such a dumbass. Just don't know that you're just a key piece in his whole chess match where he's trying to make it so he can be on top. That's why he kissed her, because he's trying to get her emotionally invested in him. So if all this happens either way, hey, wouldn't I make a nice husband to the Lord of our marrying the wardeness of the north, and then you suddenly find yourself dead somehow, and I'm like the ruler of two of the largest uh, parts of the kingdom. Yeah, yeah. I mean, pretty much what Littlefinger's gonna do. But Sansa, God bless her dumbass, she can't see it. We had some more Tyrion stuff. Him and Mormont. He figured out who Mormont was and was like, "Yo, I don't know why you feel like taking me is going to help you, but hey, I'm going towards her anyway, so we should be allies." But Mormont's not hearing that. He's pretty much trying to win Daenerys' heart back. But again, stupidity. Dudes in love do some of the dumbest things, and Mormont is definitely do that. Jon had some more interaction with Stannis and his group, in particular the Red Mistress, the priestess who is crazy as shit. So she talks to Stannis about Jon and all that, and decides, I'm gonna go and see if I can persuade Jon to do things my way. And so she's like talking to Jon and talking about how, like, you know, the Lord of Light this, the Lord of Light that, and then she starts to get naked. This chick, her way of manipulation is basically her pussy, apparently. And clearly her pussy is like extremely addictive, because Jon was almost ready to like stick his dick in her. He was really trying to stick his dick in her. But before that, he had to deal with some of this, rather unpleasantries of being in command, which was Sam had him fill out a bunch of orders to different lords to request men for the Night's Watch, and he had to do one for Lord Roose Bolton, which didn't sit well for him. But fortunately, because he signed that oath, like Sam reminded him, you have to do this, and we can't survive with just 50 men. So he had to sign it. Then he gets accosted by crazy red chick who starts getting naked and rubbing all on him, trying to like fuck him and shit like that. Of course, he holds fast. He talks about his love for Ygritte and all that, and it's kind of fucked up because this chick, being a sorcerer and all, I guess she could see things. She, after he rebuffed her, she walks out and then hits him with Ygritte's favorite line, "You know nothing, Jon Snow," to fuck with his head. That bitch. But we need to see what's going to happen with the wall and how things are going to go, because Stannis is going to go for Winterfell. We need to find out what's going to happen with the wildlings and things like that, and the Night's Watch, because as they say, winter is coming, and we still haven't addressed the issue of the Whites and their impending arrival at the wall. So we got to see what's going to happen with all of that stuff there. Final thing is, we get to see Daddy, and they're discussing again the whole concept of bringing back the tournaments and things like that. She had a nice little conversation with Sir Barristan, who gave her some family history and whatnot. But in the middle of Dude petitioning again to get the tournaments, he's telling her like this is something that maybe can bring some type of peace or help start bringing peace. Meanwhile, the Sons of the Harpy, they're going ham. They're just attacking the Unsullied. They're attacking the Sun. What are they called? The Second Sons or something like that. The group that her boo is in charge of. They're just like killing anyone associated. No, I think they just killed some random people just to draw out the Unsullied and then set them up with a trap. I'm not sure. I'm thinking though they were the mercenaries that they killed. Anyway, so Grey Worm and his group gets caught in the trap, and they're fighting, getting slaughtered. So Barristan happened to been out, and he comes in, and you get to see shades of how nice Sir Barristan is and was. Just imagine if he was a little younger, things might have went a little bit better, but still, even Grey Worm was having a time because there was just too many of them. But eventually, even though they got overcame, they took out all of the attackers, but you're left with the scene of Grey Worm and Sir Barristan lying bloodied up on the ground. So I'm sure a lot of y'all are thinking they're dead. Me personally, I don't think neither one is dead at all, but we shall see. And this opinion isn't based on the book. It's just simply because I don't feel that way, because we know how the TV show goes. They will kill whoever they want, whenever they want. book be damned. You know what I mean? So still, I'm hopeful that both of them are going to survive that whole affair. But got a lot of drama coming. Lots of drama heating up and starting. Shit's going to get crazy, and we're close to halfway through this season. I can't wait to see how all of this stuff is going to get resolved. But anyway, as always, you guys hit me up. Let me know what you think, and I'll holler at you later. This your boy Black Makers, and I'm out. Deuces.